Hello, Fed Phoenix fam. So, a couple of things. First, I want you all to know that I am going to, in the next couple of months, when things slow down a little bit, because as you can imagine, home for 6 months, and I have an underage child, an adult child. I have some relatives who lean on me a good bit, which I don't mind at all. I'm actually happy to be of assistance, but and getting an apartment and just everything that's been going on, getting my health in order and different things have been crazy busy. But in a couple of months, I expect a lot of things to kind of start slowing down a little bit. So at that point, I intend to begin writing my book. When I was incarcerated, I kept memoirs, right? I kept like a journal, and composition books. I have 5 of them in total. And my intention is to, because in the composition books, it's weird because I've started to look through them. A lot of things are kind of omitted, and many things that aren't omitted are kind of written out in code. And I know that was because, there was always the fear that the COs would shake down my locker and actually look through them and read them. And as I, would complete one, I would mail it home. So I never had a bulk of these, in my locker at any given time. I always just had one. And anywho, so I definitely need to like fill in the gaps and kind of decode, the composition books. But I intend to, in a couple months, get started and turn these memoirs into or journals, whatever you want to call them, into my first book. And I'm going to call it Into the Fire, and I'm going to use my pseudonym, Fed Phoenix, as the author. And I plan to self-publish on Amazon. I think it's called KDP. It's where you can self-publish for free. And there will be a digital option and a paperback option. And they print them as people order them. So that's exciting, although hasn't came to fruition yet, but, in the works. Also, Fed Phoenix now has a merch line. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. I used Teesprings and I made a merch line, which is a print-on-demand, thing. There's a little necklace kind of charm thing. There's hoodies, couple hoodie options, tank top options, t-shirt options, some stickers, just different things. And, the merch line, I was really kind of like, at the base price of the items. I feel like the price range is kind of, in my opinion, a bit much. But but I was able to customize and adjust the prices down to where I'm only making a couple of dollars profit per item. But the main point of the merch line really isn't about I'm gonna sell a boatload of stuff and make a mountain of money. That's not really the idea. Is to just for people to have to use that as an option to support the Fed Phoenix fam, which is you. And me, Fed Phoenix, obviously. But more so, just to kind of get my name out there more and a little more brand recognition for the Fed Phoenix, as a brand, since I'm going to be starting my book. And then hopefully by the time my book is done, there will be a little more name or brand recognition for Fed Phoenix, because I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm very passionate about supporting and informing, and really kind of uplifting people facing incarceration, the incarcerated, the previously incarcerated, and the loved ones of any of the above. And I think it's a really worthy cause. I think it's a really worthy, I don't want to say movement, because I think that's kind of, exaggerating the success or achievement level at this point. But, ultimately, once this first book drops and, depending on how well that does too, I think I will start, perhaps writing some other books. And I'll let y'all know when the book drops. I am going to put a link in the description of this video for the merch line. And as always, my email will be in the description. If any of you need to reach out to me because perhaps you or a loved one is going through this or is incarcerated or is coming home soon and you want to kind of be able to prepare and know what to expect and do what you can to, be a supportive role in that transition. Because I certainly, am neck deep in reentry at this point. So I'm pretty familiar with that as well. But yeah, and as always, if you like the video, like the video. As most of you know, I have an original YouTube channel, Fed Phoenix, 2 words, which is my journey from target letter to self-surrender. And this has been my channel since I've been home, Fed Phoenix, one word. Just kind of documenting my reentry journey and the ups and downs of that. There have been more ups than downs, which I'm excited to say as well. But yeah, we got a merch line. I'm super, super excited just because I feel like that's a step in the right direction towards really kind of, getting myself out there and being able to use, the negative things that I have experienced and really make lemonade out of lemons in this situation. So, if you want to see more videos as they drop, hit notifications. Please subscribe if you like my content at all or have any interest in it. And whatever you're going through, you're going to get through it because you have to. And no matter what it is a slice of your life. And so, everything in this life is finite. It has a beginning, it has an end. And good or bad, whatever chapter you're in, pun intended. Oh, there I go. You guys know I'm good for like the white dad at the barbecue kind of jokes. But yeah, whatever you're going through, whatever chapter, you will get through it because you have to. And it is just a slice of your life. So, feel free to comment if you have any questions. Like I said, my email will be in the description as always, so you can always reach out to me if you need to. And, if you'd like to donate to the channel, my Cash App and my PayPal will be in the description as well. And yeah, we got a merch line. And soon we will have a book. And the book isn't going to be like a day-to-day kind of Orange is the New Black. This is my prison life story. You know what I mean? It's more going to focus on the fact of, as a person with a lot of, who went to prison with a lot of pre-existing physical and psychological, issues, the plight of that and the impact that incarceration and the negligent physical and psychiatric services have had on me during my incarceration and maybe even after. Because I think that, my book isn't going to really even probably give much of any information about my actual, crime, but more so, it's going to be, because I don't want people to read the book and, say, oh, well, you committed a crime, you get what you get. Because it's crazy to me how an inmate can like get beat to death, for nothing. And the general public's reaction is like, well, they shouldn't have been in prison. What? Over 90% of all inmates have an out date. They're coming home and in 10 years or less. So, taking these individuals and traumatizing them and harming them and damaging them, knowing that they're going to be part of society with you and I, in the future, possibly the very near future, and thinking that helps anyone, or that does anything to, aside from create more problems or exasperate existing problems, is delusional. And I really want my book to humanize, what it is to be an inmate, and for some people, myself included, obviously, or myself predominantly, and the impact that has on ourselves, on our loved ones, on our community, and the damage that's done from our very broken system, that's largely avoidable. I mean, honestly. So anywho, I'm going to put the link for the merch line in the description. Hopefully the book will be dropping. I'm shooting for sometime next summer, but I will keep y'all updated. And as always, thank you for your support. And, good things are coming down the pipe. I can feel it. And I'm excited for that. So good day. God bless. And I'll holler at y'all later.